Good morning. What do you want, Venixk? There is off limits. Wasn't that the same guy that we were talking to a few episodes ago, looking for Ratona in the first place? Did they just reuse that sprite? Yeah, see, I want to talk to you about that. Talk? This one's a girl, so what's with this kid? He still half asleep? Hey, now, if you don't want to get cuffed, then get out of here. Hey, wait a minute now. I'm a test subject from the P2P. I haven't been feeling well. Could I meet with the chief here? I'm pretty sure that was the deal. P2P? It's been years. Haven't you heard? We stopped with the aftercare half a year ago. It's no longer our responsibility. Got it? Good. Now go home. What? But the deal was that the aftercare was for life, right? Yes, Roomates, even though all you did was sell them instead of taking them. You just wouldn't stop, so we decided to cut the program. So you're alright. No way. I'm sure you know, but there isn't a single doctor in all of Port Sorcery. Please. Boss is busy. She doesn't have time to deal with frickin' brats like you. Talking to you is a waste of time. Rhegan, who's in charge of this facility? Call them out this instant. Rhegan's only charged in again? Huh? Who's this? What's going on with her? Did you not hear me? I said to call the administrator of this facility. I must speak with him. Don't make me repeat myself. Well, I just can't just... Wait a minute here. Are you scared of her? It's just, I don't know, some crazy aura or something. Forget us. Leave us be. We're passing through here. Hey, you can't just... No, you're the one staying put, you little... Don't touch me. This is the last time I'm saying this. If you treasure your life, then you will unhand me at once. Yeah. Why you? Damn, Sophie. Come on. Rhegan? Minecraft. She's a crafter. Rattler, we have an intruder. Kill her. She's the one that started. Shoot, kill her. Technically, you're the one that tried to hit me first. Wait, stop, don't shoot. Everyone, please calm down. How are you doing? Get rid of that damn check. My body, it won't. I can't move. I'm not good with onomatopoeias for struggling. I first committed the mana in your brain. You're a puppet under my control now. Do note that once I've taken control of your brain, it's all over. What the? My hand just moved on my own. This isn't me. I'm not the one doing this. Help me! Ah, yes. Let your mouth untouched. Do scream some more. It is quite effective. That's right, struggle. Show how pathetic you are to your ever so sympathetic comrades. Rhegan? All you guards listen well. There's no need for a bloodshed. I'll have one demand. Let me speak to the superior, of this facility. Hey you, your answer. You have 5 seconds. Are you fine seeing her enter life before your very eyes? Are you? That guy's finger is trying to pull the trigger on his own. Well, call for her right now. Just give us some time to get her. Not happening. 5, 4. Please, just a little. Please, just a little more time. Give me a few more seconds, boss. 3, 2, 1. Now. That's enough, everyone. Boss! Oh, whoa there. That's a nice manner you got there, girl. She's creepy. Boss, you're the person in charge of this organization, I presume. Excuse me, where are my manners? Good day, everyone. My name is Skator. I'm the district chief of the High-Res Corporation Vita Domain Facility. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Vita Domain? I believe you are... I'm one of the subjects from the P2P. Yes, I can see it in your face. You look so tired, so very tired. What is with this woman? Oh, I get it. Are you one of those people protesting about us canceling the P2P aftercare? That's a bit of a problem. If you do something like that, Then I'm going to have to report this to the oldies up top. No, it's not. And who are those two exactly? I have no name to give to the likes of you. Oh, really? Too bad. And how about you, miss? What's your name? It's Rune. Rune? That's certainly a strange name. No, I meant... One of the members of this facility of yours has abducted my attendant. I'll be inspecting this facility for her. My oh my. That's quite the predicament, isn't it? But only authorized people are allowed to enter. I do apologize. Boss! This is my final warning. Sketor, was that your name? You will let us in. No matter what you say, we will find a way in, without fail. We will hurt and kill as many as we need to achieve that end. For a girl with such a pretty face, you sure say some nasty stuff. I demand a serious answer. Well, if I didn't let you in, that Miss Guard over there is gonna die. That's sad, just so sad. Thank you, Chief. Oh my, now, don't struggle. Let me pop inside for a bit to see if that person you're talking about is here. Wait for just a moment. What the heck? She creeps me out. Utterly incomprehensible, this woman. Guards, lower your guns, please. Do as those girls say, okay? And that's for you. Who? Me? What do you want? Some medicine? So you can sell it off? I won't sell it. I'm sure you will. You Viskies are liable to do just about anything for money anyway. Well, whatever, I don't care. This is the last time, yeah? If you pull this again, they'll be reporting you for reals, get it?
This is alright, Chief. We shouldn't be letting them just do this.
No biggie, no biggie. I mean, if we don't, then the nice guard's gonna die, you know? And who has to deal with the paperwork after that? Me. Apology letters have to be so long. You're just like a whole Elysian Rhegan novel. It's such a pain. I swear I'm not doing that ever again.
I see.
Now, everyone, relax. It's over now, okay? I'll head inside to check it out, so could you wait for just a little bit, Blondie? Keturah turns around and heads back into the facility. But right before she's inside, she stops, as if she remembered something. Oh right, you said your name was Rune, didn't you? She talks without looking this way. You don't happen to be the same Rune as the Zevit's family daughter, do you? What could you be talking about? Oh, what's going on with her? Well, you see, my husband, 6 years ago, got killed by Rune and all. Eh? It was during one of the Zevit's meetings about its expansion. Yeah, like, apparently, the drinks they had were full of Process 1. Can't believe it? It was some indiscriminate mass homicide case. But it's too bad. Seems like that girl just went and died. Too bad. It's really, really too bad. I've always wanted to see her. Face to face. Well, it's not like it involves you, right? After all, you're Rune, right? So sorry. Enough chit-chat, Sator. Get inside and start looking. Oh, sorry about that. Whenever I hear the name Rune, I just get so worked up and all. Anyway, I'll be right back. Get hold of yourself. The moment we recapture Regavasta, we're leaving the city. Good grief, we stop this with the sounds fine. Free your lips at least. Now stop struggling. It makes me uncomfortable. If you just stay still, then you won't come to any further harm. All you need to do is stay on your knees as you are now. I won't move, I swear. I won't, so don't kill me. Quite strange though. Why did Sator go out of her way to look through the facility herself? If all she needed was to speak with those inside, then why not just use a Comcraft line? She can't! Those kind of methods don't work. And we Comcraft like personal lines become once you go inside the domain. Oh, so That's why the line between Retona and me was cut. Miss Rudo. Yes? We're in the middle of a battle. Eyes forward. Yes, ma'am. Wonder if Retona's really inside there. She is. So, note, she did change her name to Miss Rudo. Because both Rune and Zevitz are names that should not be said right now. She is. Hey, how can you tell? My intuition is telling me that both Rhegan and Grus are in there. The sound of a glass wind chime. A sound I'd been hearing long before I even gained any understanding of my surroundings. It was the one and only thing left to me by my grandfather. Even my grandfather, who was aesthetic towards material possessions, treasured it dearly. That very chime was also what spurred my interest in glass. Such a nostalgic sound. But this sound is related to something. Something very, very important, but I can't remember it all. Ah, that's right, that wind chime. One day the cord on the chime came loose, causing it to fall and shatter. I'd almost forgotten the shock I felt that day. Yes, I desperately gathered its shards and tried to piece it back together. For hours and hours I kept trying to repair the broken chime. Fragments that were too small for me to find, I created using Minecraft. It's the first time in my life that I created glass using Minecraft. But it wasn't the right color. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get the same color. It always ended up changing. My grandfather's precious memories. I exhausted every single means and method I'd heard of, even just in passing, trying to recreate that same blue-green color. After 3 days, it finally resembled something like a wind chime. Even the color looked similar to how it looked before it broke, but never again made the same sound as it had when swayed with the wind. What the? It's dark. Where is this place? It's so dark. Am I in space? Why is that your first thought? You were gushing over a cell phone. Like 3 days ago, if that. And your first thought of being in dark is that you're in outer space? Anyways. But no, that's not even possible. Thank you. Think. So what happened? Yes, I was chasing soul downs. We were right up to a dead end. Then, what happened? I can't remember. And where am I? Ugh. The moment I try to get up, every joint in my body aches and creaks. It feels like a straw rope is rubbing against them. Looking down, I realize it is in fact a straw rope. The sensation is dulling my senses and thoughts. It feels so repulsive. As if the blood flowing through my veins is thickening, coagulating. What? On the other side of the room was another bed. On it was a young girl reading a book. Did she notice mine getting up? She's glancing this way. Though she seems to be uninterested, she sighs and turns her attention back to the book. Who is she? Sorry to interrupt you in the middle of your reading, but what is this place? Her turn. After making that remark, she scowls and stares at me, eyes full of disdain. How shameful. Do you have any pride in your own country's language? What? Taken back for a moment. That's surprising. I didn't expect to come across anyone who can speak San as written here. The Rhegan side dialect, no less. Is this just a dream? Isn't it customary to introduce yourself in your mother tongue? Suddenly talking with Ertorm sure says a lot about how uninformed you are about manners. How long ago was that custom from? I stopped myself from saying it mid-sentence. Only the elderly would be the kind to say something like that. It was a practice that conveyed great respect for the one you were speaking to. That way you could learn the other's greeting in their native language. But suffice to say, that custom became outdated with the introduction of Erotum. I have heard of that custom before. It originated from within the Alliance, I believe. You're royalty, aren't you, you dirty little brat? Rungazai must be at the end of its rope with people like you at the helm. Excuse me. What she just... It's a joke, right? That one better be. What she just said was so beyond rude that I can't construe it as anything but a cross joke. Do you have a chip on your shoulder or something? You've been doing nothing but pick a fight with me this entire time. This was my room. She places a lot of emphasis on the was. Been lying on that spot for 3 days already. 3 days. Is unconscious for that long. She scowls me again as if cursing me for being here. Hang on a second. Darn. Can I hide this real quick? No. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but it sort of looks like Ratona's left hand is rock. It's sort of being covered up by the text box, though. I see. Looks like I've been intruding on her space the entire time. I've caused her trouble without realizing it. My apologies. For me to have stayed in your room for 3 days without so much as an introduction, please do excuse me for my rudeness. Some unavoidable circumstances had me unconscious for quite a while, you see. Now for my long-delayed introduction. Vilserio, my name is Ratona. I extend my arm for a handshake. Well, it's completely ignored, as I'd expected. Oh, my apologies. I suppose you wouldn't want to touch the hand of this dirty little brat. I've been confined to unconsciousness for the whole 3 days. I'm sure it's quite filthy by now. I truly do apologize. I should have forcefully aroused myself from my comatose state to take a proper bath. Really, what right did I have to lose my consciousness without even taking you into consideration, though I've only learned of your existence mere moments ago? I better start practicing clairvoyance to prevent any possible incidents of me causing trouble for you in the future. Fine, I got it. Vilsero, Ratona. I'm Paige Loshilon. This girl, Paige, introduces herself and extends her hand. Welcome to my ward, my world. She smiles ever so slightly, with a half-sleepy look on her face. Why the change in attitude all of a sudden? As I was prepared for an even stronger rebuttal from you. I'm pretty fond of sarcasm, you see. Only someone with a sharp mind can hide the sharpness in their words. If you'd start panicking right then and there, I'd chase you out. Hate scenes like that. Is that so? Didn't expect her to take a liking to that response. I also hate people who are way too accommodating the first time around. People like that expect others to respect them just because they act that way. You didn't. I see. With that sentiment, I feel I've understood the reason for Paige's polarizing personality, and so I understand what she's trying to say. Back then, I also had that line of thought. Back when my job as a royal guardian came a need for a polite, amicable facade. One cannot survive in this world solely on that kind of blunt frankness, so this means she's the type to remain standoffish till she's assessed whether or not someone can be a friend, eh? She'll definitely hate nice people like Sophina and Rune right off the bat. Well, basically, she's quite the pain to deal with. Ugh. A wave of self-loathing hits me when I think of how I was just like her back then. That's right. There's something I've forgotten to ask. What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden. If we're going to keep this conversation up, I want to clear something up. Clear something up? I'm not royalty. I'm just a layperson, a stray dog if you will, so call me dirty or filthy all you want. But I demand you take back any insults against my country and its nobility. I tell her this in an almost indifferent tone. Because your intemper against someone like Paige only means you've lost. But one still needs to stand their ground against her. It's important to draw the line to make things clear. Sure. Sounded like I really meant it seriously. I'll take those remarks back. I knew it. Even with that attitude and manner of speaking of hers, she's not a bad person at heart. Probably. Alright, I think we can hold a proper conversation now. Strange. It's as if I can sense Paige's intentions. By the way, just where did you hear that I was royalty? The doctor was calling you a royal guardian. They know I'm a guardian. Just who is this doctor she's talking about? Wait, Paige, what'd you just say? That the doctor called you a royal guardian? The pronunciation's off. It's guardian, not guardian. Also, it refers to my occupation, not my social status. Normally, one wouldn't make a misunderstanding like that. It's been in my mind the entire time, but where'd you learn to speak San Azarin, Paige? Hers is near fluency, but she's got some strange accents here and there. It's definitely not her native language. I couldn't imagine a situation where she'd have used San Hagzin all the way on the other side of the world like here. The language is from a country so far away from here. How do you manage to learn it? It's because the doctor is from Rhegan. I had him teach me. What? Someone from Rhegan, a doctor? It can't be. Is that doctor's name?
Hey, Paige, you there?
Yes, Dr. Rupika. You can come in any time. Did you just say Rupika? You did, didn't you? Preposterous. No, it's not completely out of the question. But what are the chances?
I thought I told you to drop the doctor bit.
Oh, This room had a door. A slender middle-aged man wearing a coat worn by years of use appeared in the middle of the darkness. A quick once-over tells me he's somewhere in his 40s. The math adds up. This man, he really is.
Biz, you up already, Guardian? Not faster than a lot faster than I'd expected.
He speaks with a smooth, fluent Sanajri's accent. It's unmistakably his native language. What is this place? Why was I abducted and brought here?
You're a little off. Abducted is the right word. I didn't abduct you. I brought you here out of the goodness of my heart. Amazing doctor as I am, even I can't cure anyone from death.
What?
Yeah, the question you actually should be asking me is, why'd you go out your way to save my life?
Are you Rupika Gross?
I figured. You know who I am, then that means you're from Rhegan's side.
Answer me. Are you Rupika Gross, the one who was exiled from Rhegan's side 10 years ago?
Just a little off again. It was 11 years. I don't know what kind of rumors going around over there, but I chose to leave Rhegan's side. Not exiled, got it?
That's just a triviality. What are you even doing in a place like this?
Well, saving your life for one, I suppose. Now, my turn to ask questions. You're a royal guardian, ain't you? Where's your escortee? Don't tell me someone like you's protecting the lights of Valar, are you?
I'm not a guardian.
You're lying. I suggest you try to come up with a more believable fib next time.
And just how can you be so sure I am? What's your proof?
Just one look at your Manacraft signature tells me everything I need to know.
Afia Avzia, a Rhegan format. The ceremony for that kind of Afia lasts a long period.
About 2 years, I think? Nobody but a guardian would undergo that. When you try to forcibly strengthen someone's Manacraft that much, their signature is going to have some pretty obvious quirks. An average Joe from any country could easily tell.
No way. No layperson could possibly infer all of that from just a glance at a Manacraft's signature.
Well, honestly, even I doubt my eyes for a moment. Never expected to come across anyone who underwent the Afia of Zeal here. Oh boy, you trying to keep your guard up now? Come on, it's not like I'm going to eat you or anything. I just want to have a nice little chat, okay? Relax.
It's Princess Selphine. King Valar is under the protection of someone else for the Knights.
You serious? Say, how old are you? Like 20 something?
19.
19? Hey, Paige, she's the same age as you!
Yes, so she is.
Royal Guardian at 19, that's crazy! I thought there was an age limit for tri-crafters.
I'm a dual crafter.
So you're a dual crafter and you became a guardian? Pretty sure you had to be a member of the Knighthood to be a guardian. And to be in the Knighthood, you had to be a tri-crafter.
I was personally designated guardian by both King Valar and Princess Selphine. I'm only a dual crafter, but I was allowed to enlist as an honorary member of the Knighthood.
That's awfully nice of them, ain't it? You're like the first ever, ain't you? I'm surprised those guys let you in, considering they'd rather stick to regulation rather than reason. But then, that's kind of weird. What's a Princess's Royal Guard doing in a place like this? I thought Guardian was supposed to, I don't know, guard their escorts? Where's Princess Selphine?
She's currently in Rhegan's side. I was relieved from my duties as a guardian, so I decided to travel the world to forget about my grief from that moment.
Heh. Why do you insist on doing this the hard way? This hurts, you know? Do I really look like the bad guy here?
And why do you think I'm lying? It makes even less sense for the princess to be on this side of the world.
It takes a minimum of 2 years to get to Visconti. That's assuming you don't take any detours or run into trouble. Counting back 2 years from your age puts your departure at about 17, 18 years old. The 2-year ceremony for Afia puts you at 15, maybe 16 years old. Unless you're fired as soon as you are assigned your position, the math just doesn't add up. Don't tell me. The princess is here, isn't she? Right here in Visconti. Is Valar here too?
No. It's a long story. I see. Okay, then let's hear it. All of it. Got all the time in the world. Well, I don't. I can't leave my companions to fend for themselves like this. I must get to looking for Selphine as soon as I can. I'm afraid that's not possible. Why? Because if you leave this room, you'll die. What? Well, technically you'll die if you leave this facility, to be exact. In case, you can't just up and leave. What do you mean? You're not making any sense. You've been feeling pretty bad lately, haven't you? Haven't you thought why you suddenly collapsed out of nowhere? Well, You've been the outer pole, haven't you? Not only that, but you also use some pretty draining large-scale manacraft there. So just relax. Well, of course you want to oh wait. That's basically what any villain says.